A very good morning to all the viewers of Q News English with me, Vijay Rana, along with Deepak from our studios out here in Bangalore. So, starting with the headlines, today we have Congress promises caste census in Rajasthan. Yesterday we saw, I got the notification. So, yesterday we saw Priyanka Gandhi saying, alleging BJP that BJP wants to divide India on the basis of caste. But today we have Congress which is promising the caste census in Rajasthan. And the Congress on Tuesday unveiled its manifesto. So for the Rajasthan, laying out comprehensive vision that includes a commitment to conduct a caste survey and introduce various initiatives for farmers and youth. So targeting majority of the vote bank or the major vote banks out there, the youth and the farmers is, that's what the Ghoshna Patra is all about. So among the promises are the creation of 10 lakh job opportunities, a fresh scheme for panchayat level recruitment, and a significant increase in Chiranjeevi health insurance schemes coverage from rupees 25 lakhs to rupees 50 lakhs annually. At times when I see these schemes, and I'm sure Deepak, you would also be feeling the same, that it's better to be, because are you insured for 25 to 50 lakhs? Because I'm not. Additionally, the manifesto pledges an interest-free loan of up to rupees 5 lakhs for small traders. Okay, and the Congress manifesto for Rajasthan elections also outlines plans to provide reservations for minorities based on their population after the caste census. So wherever any particular community is in minority, or provide reservations for minority based on their population. Not sure as to how they intend to do it, because minorities, India is a Hindu majority country and all the other religious entities or religions are considered to be as minorities. So if their population is high in a particular area, will they not be considered as minorities? Is another question that just came to my mind after reading this. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot, PCC Chief Govind Singh and Manifesto Committee Chairman CP Joshi, former Deputy Sachin Pilot jointly released the manifesto at the party office, underscoring the key points, and CP Joshi emphasized on party's goal to establish cadre of Panchayati Raj. Excuse me. So that's an interesting offer out there from Congress side. So we will have to wait and watch if they will, if these promises and this manifesto will make them win in Rajasthan. I see chances are very high if these are the incentives that the public of Rajasthan is going to get. I would love to see what BJP has to offer, against this. So it is going to benefit the Aam Aadmi. Is that what is going to happen? Not the party, but a common man is what I would say. And India calls for independent Palestine. India's permanent representative to the United Nations, Ruchira Kamboj, reiterated the nation's strong support for resumption of direct negotiations aimed at establishing a sovereign, independent and viable state of Palestine. And I think, on a very personal note, Israel will be more than happy to give an independent state, because it already existed earlier. But the only condition would be it should not be attacking. India was also happy to give Pakistan as an independent state, and India thought Pakistan is born out of India. We have given them a separate country altogether. We financially also aided them initially, and we will always be in peace. But what did Pakistan do, or what Pakistan has been doing till date? Every day in the newspaper, since past 2 days, we have been reading 2 terrorists killed, 6 have been neutralized, 1 has been neutralized. So Pakistan has been perpetrating terror in India. If that is the situation that happens in Israel, they give a separate state as Palestine and they are okay with Palestine as a different country and as their neighboring country. Will they be adding to their challenges, or will they also be facing similar situation what India is in today, from Pakistan? What challenge we face from Pakistan, the terrorism that is perpetrated out there. So India has consistently advocated for the resumption of direct negotiations to create a sovereign and independent Palestine coexisting peacefully with Israel within secure and recognized borders, Kamboj stated. She welcomed international efforts. Okay. ED raids Vivek's residence in FEMA case and Enforcement Directorate. Now ED has become the most prominent name that we see more often than not in everyday newspaper, or every newspaper ED is featured on regular basis. And why so? Because 5 states in India are poll bound and lot of funds are being exchanged. Money is changing hands out there, which ED is actually actively involved in checking these activities. So ED on Tuesday conducted searches at the residences of Vivek Venkataswamy, Congress candidate from Telangana's Chennur constituency, and others in connection with a probe into foreign exchange violation linked to havala transaction, according to official sources. The searches carried out under the provisions of Foreign Exchange Management Act. So that's what FEMA, or in short FEMA, stands for, Foreign Exchange Management Act. That took place in Chennur and Hyderabad as a state gears up for polls on November 30 with 119 assembly seats at stake. The ED is reportedly examining a suspected bank transaction of rupees 8 crores allegedly associated with the company promoted by the Congress leader. The information leading to these actions was initially received by the Telangana Chief Electoral Officer, and the Enforcement Directorate acted upon it. Vivek Venkataswamy, who recently joined the Congress, so we'll get into that. ED attaches assets of National Herald. So again ED is in action and Congress is in trouble, owing to which the prominent Congress leaders are saying, let's have a quick look as to what is this National Herald case all about. Although it's covering just the left hand side and a very small portion of our comprehensive newspaper Shanarthi Telangana, but it's one of the it can actually be read extensively. So do you want me to take this up? What is the National Herald case and how is Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, and why are they being questioned? Almost, Sonia Gandhi has been questioned thrice in this case. What is the case all about? So let me know. Let's see what is the comment section saying about this, and where am I? Okay, I need to refresh to see myself, and I'm here. Oh, I've been listening to some songs of late. Oh, we have Immonical Gaming along with the Kasi Reddy, Vajrama. Naveen Kota is out there with his thought for the day, and he says in Sanskrit, Patratva dhanam ma proti dhanar dharma tata sukham. By meaning worthy, by being worthy, one obtains wealth. Okay, patratva dhanama proti, and from wealth, righteousness, and then happiness. All right, so it is, one has to be worthy. If one is worthy, they will get wealth. So it is like a tongue twister for me. Patra Tatva, Patratva, Dhanam Proti, Dhanama Proti. Patratva, Dhanama Proti, Dhanardharma Tata Sukham. Alright, so that's the tongue twister for me. And Vivek Sharma is also here. Hi sir, good morning. So Vivek, please let me know if you want me to talk about the Herald case. And not only Vivek, anybody can, okay, I've been watching ad for myself also. It's muted. So let's go back, and if anybody wants to know more about the Herald case, they are more than welcome to let me know in the comment section. And cam captures visuals of trapped men. So the native place of Deepak, Uttarakhand, there was a tunnel that was being constructed, and there is a story behind this tunnel as well. So let's, while the audiences let me know about the National Herald case, they just, whether they want to know more about this, they want to have an insight on that. In the meantime, let's see how important this tunnel is. Although we can see the workers who were trapped inside, now we have visuals, and we successfully, the rescue team was able to insert a pipe using which now they are getting the food supplies. Also fresh warm food is also being served. They can now sustain in there, but it's not about them sustaining there, it's about getting them out. But why this tunnel is important? This is basically, this tunnel was being constructed to connect the Char Dham. Deepak will help me with the names out there. So Deepak, Gangotri, Yamunotri, and then Badrinath and Kedarnath. So he knows it. He's a local out there from Uttarakhand, so he knows it very well. So these Char Dhams were to be connected. Not only this, for the religious purposes, for the common man, that was the sole purpose of, commuting to Char Dhams, or for a tourist across the nation and worldwide. But from a defense, there is also, this state of Uttarakhand also shares its borders with China. There are certain areas which are very important strategically. And if this infrastructure, this tunnel is developed, or this tunnel is created, or this entire road network is established, it will become much easier. There is also a rail network that is being set up in Uttarakhand. So alongside with that, a road network also needs to be established, so that as and when, India is always threatened by, there is a two front war. That is what India is always threatened with. India has a threat looming over of a two front war. On one side we can have Pakistan attacking us, on the other hand we have China which can attack us. So our infrastructure, especially the road infrastructure, and it was not developed initially, when India got its independence. Why these towns or these roads were not developed? Because India thought if China attacks us, they were much more strong when it came to the arsenal, or when it came to the armies. Chinese army had, advanced equipment, they were well equipped, and they were, and Indian army did not have that kind of liberty to, purchase, because economically we were not doing very well back then. We just came out of, more than 200 years of slavery during the British rule, and India was drained of its resources extensively for over 200 years. So we were not doing that good back then. So India thought, if we construct roads or develop infrastructure out there, what if Chinese forces occupy that? So it will be much easier for Chinese forces to come further inside, owing to which they did not develop these areas. But now India has the strength and the willpower, and also we have witnessed in the past, the incidents at Galwan, such incidents we witnessed, and various other posts also were there. So there were 2-3 incidents that happened owing to which now India has initiated, now this is how important this tunnel is. But the challenge is now this happened. So why was this not predicted? Was there a flaw was there an engineering flaw that caused this? Or is it only the natural calamity, or is it a natural calamity that happens because the terrain is such, the kind of weather that you face there, the challenges that you face, especially when it rains, there is a lot of landslide that happens in hill areas, especially Himachal and northeastern states and also Uttarakhand. But what is the cost of this project? Nearly 12,000 crores is being spent. Now when, I can relate this, when BRS is questioned about Kaleshwaram project, rather than calling Congress or BJP, they call Congress as a scamgress is what they are calling. Rather than doing this or calling BJP out with names, and they can actually raise this point. Anything can go wrong with a project, and they can actually relate this. I'm just getting a thought. If I would have been a part of BRS team, I would have told the audiences that this project also suffered a catastrophe, and people are trapped in there. It's a financial loss. The project would get extended. Any project that gets extended beyond the deadline will definitely have an extra cost associated with it. Now, if we read here, and what is the cost of saving these 41 lives out there, which is very important, but it definitely involves an additional cost. And let's see, as the first image emerged on Tuesday showing 41 workers trapped in the Silkyara tunnel, officials emphasized that the primary focus of the multi-agency rescue operation remains the horizontal excavation through the debris of collapsed section. Despite ongoing preparations for alternative strategies, including the top-down drilling to reach the workers confined for 9 days, the horizontal drilling was temporarily halted last Friday. So they were drilling horizontally, and also a vertical drilling was being done. Now the horizontal drilling has been halted. They are trying to evacuate these workers vertically. So and was temporarily halted last Friday due to a robust boulder impeding the progress of a heavy duty auger machine. So this machine, a heavy duty machine, was installed to drill and get the people out through a pipe, and the pipe was supposed to be fit, but there is a very heavy boulder that they cannot dismantle. So this prompted the rescue agency to explore other avenues. However, statements on Tuesday by Lieutenant General Syed Atta Hasnain from National Disaster Management Authority, Anurag Jain, the Road Transport and Highways Secretary, and Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami made it evident that reinstating the suspended horizontal operation is primary objective at the disaster site in Uttarakhand's Uttarkashi district. A video clip captured by an endoscopic camera dispatched through newly installed 6-inch wide pipeline brought solace to the relatives who have been stationed there for days. So all their relatives are stationed out there, somebody's father, somebody's son, somebody's brother, and somebody's friend might be trapped inside this tunnel. So the 41 workers that are trapped, all their relatives were sitting out there hoping that their kith and their sons are doing well, they are okay, they are fine. So they got a sigh of relief by looking at them. They were able to talk as well. So good news for all the relatives and for all 41 workers there, and for all of us. In fact, we are all praying. Everybody is praying they should get out safe and sound, and the work should resume. All right, let's see. Do people want to know? Malaki Manda says good morning, and we have Naveen Kota, National Herald, never-ending story of big shots. Vivek Sharma, I'm from Andhra Pradesh. Hello Vivek, welcome. You are from Andhra Pradesh. All right. So Raman Singh is also out there, the biker, and Naveen Kota, 2.5 war by Bipin Rawat ji. Yes. And good morning says Pedda Raju Vishal. So for people, I've been interacting with a lot of people from Andhra of late, and at my workplace also. Yesterday I was conducting some interviews. Many of them were from Andhra. So I started speaking with them in Telugu. Niru etla unnaru andi. So that's how people, that's how the dialect is in Andhra, and there is a distinction between how a guy from Hyderabad, Telangana talks and how a person from Andhra talks. There is a slight difference out there. People from Andhra speak really, really fast, and there is a lot of, they say Garu, Vijay Rana Garu, and in Telangana they say, Ela unnavu, and in Andhra they will say, Miru ela unnaru andi. That's one distinction that I could cite. And it's interesting to talk to people, in different dialects. So, where were we? Yeah, ED attaches assets of National Herald. Okay. The Enforcement Directorate on Tuesday announced the attachment of immovable assets and equity shares valued at approximately rupees 752 crores. Wow. In an ongoing money laundering investigation related to the Congress-backed National Herald newspaper and affiliated companies. The provisional attachment order coincided with the ongoing elections in Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Telangana and Mizoram, with the vote count scheduled for December 3rd. In response, the Congress criticized ED's actions, labeling them as the petty vendetta tactics and accusing the agency of being a coalition partner of the BJP, which it claimed was anticipating defeat in the assembly polls. The Federal Probe Agency in a statement alleged that the shareholders and donors of the Congress were cheated by the office bearers of the Associated Journals Limited, AJL. So, and the ED issued a provisional attachment order under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, PMLA, against Associated Journals Limited and Young Indian. Now, AJL, okay, should we go through it, Deepak, or should we wait for the people to, if they want to know more about this? That's what I wanted to know, but nobody is actually interested in knowing more about this case. I don't have any comments. And Naveen also says it's a never-ending story, but how can there be an end to it, Naveen? It will continue, but then ED is doing its part. They are playing their part, and let's see what happens further. Will it be a big problem for the Congress in the forthcoming elections? If this is highlighted, it can actually cause a lot of trouble for them. But out here in Telangana, what Congress has to say, Congress approaches EC against BRS ads. So we saw that ad yesterday. It did ring a bell to me as well, the way BRS was campaigning. They were, rather than promoting them, I did say this yesterday also. I did point this out, and Congress has taken that up against BRS. They have reached out to Election Commission stating that, the way they are advertising, they are not advertising their party's achievements. Rather than that, they are focusing more on what is the negative point, or what are the, any scams associated with the party. The Congress on Tuesday accused the BRS of disseminating falsehoods, through an advertisement published against it, thereby misleading the people of Telangana in violation of the Model Code of Conduct. The Congress called on the Election Commission to promptly address the issue. During the press conference, Congress spokesperson Abhishek Singhvi denounced the ad titled Scamgress, labeling it as the spread of patent falsehood amid the ongoing election process in Telangana. Singhvi asserted a clear connection between the BRS and BJP, highlighting that the advertisement lacked the required approval from the poll body as mandated by law. So that is what is happening out there. And yeah, ED raids Vivek's residence in FEMA case. So Vivek declared as the richest politician contesting the November 30 assembly polls in Telangana with assets exceeding rupees 600 crores, owns movable assets valued at around 377 crores, primary shares in various companies including his own Vishaka Industries. The family's immovable assets are valued at over rupees 225 crores. According to his affidavit, Vivek and his wife have liabilities or loans totaling to 41.5 crores. In terms of income, Vivek's annual earning rose to rupees 6.26 crores in the last fiscal year from 4.46 crores in FY19, while his wife's income increased to rupees 9.61 crores from rupees 6.09 crores during the same period. So they have declared, that this is what their wealth is, and he is one of the wealthiest politicians out there. So if they have declared this, this is all, it has all been in black and white. So that is the earning that they have. Good that we have these kind of politicians also. So one thing is assured, he will not indulge in corruption. 99% chances are there that since he has access to this much money already, all he would need is that position, that power. He will not be, and he will do good for people because he does not need money. He knows how to make money. He's a businessman also, probably. That's what I'm guessing. I have not studied about Vivek. So Vivek might be doing really well otherwise. As an employee, it is difficult to earn this kind of money. So I'm sure there might be some business he might be into. So I can actually, deep dive into as to what business he is into. So I'm sure they are doing pretty good business wise. His wife is also supporting him, and they have declared their income as well, which is really nice to see that our politicians come out clean that I'm worth 600 crores. And which is, why would he indulge in any corruption after that? He would rather focus on development. That's what my mindset says, because he is declaring it in black and white. Let aside ED raiding, about some transaction that might have happened, or, I'm also, in this case, let me just see it as to what exactly. It's a FEMA case. Now, it is really confusing, I have an employee whom I need to depute in Saudi Arabia, and I need to pay him in dollars from our company out here in India. Now it becomes so difficult to manage, the kind of who is going to tell me as to how will his pay structure would be. How I'm okay to pay him. He deserves that kind of money. He's generating revenue for us. He's being deployed at a client's location. But how do I manage the transactions? And if one mistake happens, it falls under FEMA. And there is no clear cut, I don't see that much. I would say, I would need support from government side. I would need to, more, the things should be easy. It should not be made this difficult. So it's not about the transaction that happened. Tomorrow if I transfer his salary, even that can come in, come under FEMA. And Saudi Arabia, if you are paying somebody in Saudi Arabia, it's a tax-free nation. There are, the type of visa that you go on, it depends on that. There are taxes, but for his visa, it's going to be a tax-free thing. But if I send this salary to his Indian account, that becomes a problem for me. It will be taxed, but he qualifies for tax-free remuneration. What options am I left with? And I cannot have a bank account opened, different NRI bank account opened for him. That's another challenge. How will I transfer to that account in INR? So I need to pay him, I don't know, it becomes really challenging. And then, I don't know, so something similar might have happened in this case also. That's a guess. That's just a guess, because I'll find out a solution to this somehow. But then it is difficult to actually understand the norms set by, related to the foreign exchange. So some clarity, or there should be some forum, there should be some helpline that I can actually seek help from when it comes to doing any transactions or international transactions. So let's see, somebody has to say anything on that. Raz creation is also here, along with havala and FEMA as a serious case. Yes, indeed, havala and FEMA are serious cases, but a lot of people resort to havala also because they want to have funds transferred to their accounts, and or they want to have funds reach out to their family members. So that's what they resort to, because they are not clear on the guidelines. Even I don't have a clarity. I have to do a lot of research now, and I'm stuck out there. How do I help my consultant get paid in black and white? What is the legal, so many legalities, and you need to find out as to where exactly, and it's very difficult, out there. You Google it, you will not get any answer, and there should be some authority to guide the businessmen on the, on various situations that may arise. So, moreover, his salary, I need to pay him in INR and USD both. A part of his salary will be paid in in INR. That is fine, I can do that. But what about the dollars that I have to pay him out there? How do I make that payment in Saudi Arabia? So even if I pay him in cash, and how will he send it across? Havala or Western Union money transfer, where they will be charging him some exorbitant amount. What if the amount charged by some Havala guy is less than what Western Union is charging? He would want to save some money. We being Indians, we want to save every single rupee. So we will not go through the black, and it will be actually a deduction on his salary also. Why would the company pay for a Western Union transfer? They'll just give him his salary in order to get his salary to his people, or to pay his EMIs back home, or to get it in his bank account. He will have to make an extra payment. So a lot of ifs and buts out there, no clarity. Let's see what Amit Shah has to say. The Union Home Minister, the Congress Party and Gehlot government are anti-backward class. For many years, the Congress Party opposed the report of Mandal Commission, and the Congress Party did not give constitutional recognition to the Backward Class Commission also. So that's a blast from past that he's lashing out at. In 1990s, there was a commission called Mandal Commission that was made for against these reservations, and there were a lot of protests. There were a lot of buses. I was a student then. I was very young, but I still remember we used to get holidays because of these protests that used to happen. Buses were being burnt right outside our school. An RTC bus, TSRTC bus was set ablaze. So everybody was given a holiday for 2-3 days. I was very happy as a kid. I did not know what this is all about, why this is happening. But I was enjoying my holidays. I used to play a lot of cricket back then, and a lot of carom also. So I was doing all that rather than studying. So, but he's citing that example now in 2023. And that reminds me of an ad कि जब मैं छोटा बच्चा था बड़ी शरारत करता था. Did you? And Deepak is dancing behind the camera. All right. Now the dressing room is the sanctum sanctorum of any team. ICC does not allow anybody to enter these rooms. I say this as a sportsman and not as a politician. Would PM allow his supporters to come and console or congratulate him in his bedroom, dressing room, or the toilet? Well, Kirti Azad, former cricketer also he was, and Trinamool Congress leader he is now. So what I would say, sir, are you comparing, anything, you can read, this is how you can read the news. That's the beauty of it, You can comprehend it, you can comprehend a statement in many ways. So are you trying to compare the dressing room to a toilet? Yeah? Or a bedroom? Or a dressing room? Are you comparing the, does not allow anybody to enter these rooms or the dressing rooms. So you are comparing the dressing room of, these cricket teams to toilets. But he is not doing that though, but I can read it as well, like that as well. But he's actually, what happened is after India lost the finals, the Prime Minister of India actually went to the dressing room of Indian cricket team and he said it's all right, it was just a bad day, whatever he said, he consoled them or he spoke with them and he encouraged them for the future, which is all right, he is the Prime Minister of India. And if India would have won, definitely, and he was there to witness the match, and I don't think any player would have an objection. In fact, they will be delighted to have a guest. If I have a guest in my dressing room, he will be allowed to sleep in a bedroom. He will be allowed to use my restrooms. Sir, just an answer to what you said. So he came in the capacity of a guest and not to wish or do anything, and guests are welcome. Investments are coming anyway into the state. The state which was revenue surplus in 2014 is now transformed into revenue deficit state, says Nirmala Sitharaman when it comes to Telangana. That is what she is referring to. In 2014, the state which was, Telangana was revenue surplus, but today they have a loan of nearly 4 lakh crores and they are a deficit state. The credit goes to KCR. Today Telangana is debt ridden. In the next 2 or 3 generations, our children will have to repay those debts. All right, and Lashkar-e-Taiba, a terror outfit, reaffirms Israel. They are referring to the 26/11 Mumbai attacks on Taj Hotel. And what happened out there, many people were killed, out of which 11, how many of them were from Israel? I think 6 or 11, I forgot the count. During which 166 individuals, including 6 Jews, lost their lives. So 6 Israeli people also lost their lives during that terror attack. And Israel actually called out Lashkar-e-Taiba. They recognized Lashkar-e-Taiba as a terrorist organization. And what they expect now in return is India to actually call out for Hamas, that Hamas is a terrorist organization. India should also recognize Hamas. What happens if India does that? India is associated, post the G20 summit. India played a pivotal role in getting more than 50 African countries, into the G20 brigade. So India has great influence worldwide. India's dominance, across the globe, or if India designates any entity as a terrorist organization, it carries a lot of weight. Many other countries would follow, and that will actually give a lot of support to Israel's cause. Now, what is Israel's cause? Israel's, in fact, objective will be supported majorly if India calls Hamas a terrorist organization, because that will give a free hand to Israel that, this entity, Hamas has been designated as a terrorist organization by majority of the countries across the globe. Let's pound them further. That is what they are going to do. And India should actually call out Hamas as a terrorist organization because they were involved in killing of innocent children, beheading children, burning them down. They were involved in raping women. They were involved in murdering elderly women, men and children. That is what, these are the atrocities. They held people hostage. The talks are on and they are willing to release the hostages now after majority of the Gaza Strip has been put down, has been turned into rubbles. But what do you think? Should Israel stop, should Israel, after this, after their hostages are released, should Israel stop pounding Gaza, or should Israel, let Hamas go scot-free? Or should they continue their operations to eradicate Hamas even after the hostages are released? What is your take? What does your brain say? So that is what their expectation is. They expect India to stand in solidarity when it comes out to calling an organization as a terrorist organization. So they expect that in case of Hamas. Moving on, we have honoring singers. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin presents honorary doctorate to veteran playback singer P. Sushila during the convocation of Tamil Nadu Dr. Jayalalitha Music and Fine Arts University in Chennai on Tuesday. And what do we have here? Will bring back money looted by BRS, says Priyanka Gandhi. Says Priyank. Priyank Khadge, the Congress leader and Karnataka's IT minister, on Tuesday expressed optimism about his party's prospects in Telangana. See, this is the reason, a lot of people ask why Bengaluru or why Karnataka is being discussed in Telangana. So this is the reason, because being a national party, Congress has invited, and BJP has also done this. BJP also highlights their achievements at every forum. Be it about Chandrayaan, they highlight, they are the national parties, they are present across India. So wherever they have launched any successful schemes or schemes that have been successful, they will highlight, or they would want to follow a similar model in the states where they are contesting for elections. That's what Congress does. So Congress is taking an example of Karnataka, where they have successfully implemented, I can vouch for it. I have the proof also. So I get electricity. Plus, I have seen subsidy also being provided. There are conditions, and I have the bills. I had Kirti, my co-host. She belongs to Karnataka. Although I'm not a local here, but she is a localite, and she has shared her bills. Those bills belong to her. So there is ample proof, from a common man that I have, that yes, their promises are being implemented. They are facing challenges when it comes to providing power for farmers, but they have increased those number of hours by another hour. They were facing challenges when it comes to Kaveri water dispute. They were facing challenges when there was a strike that was done by different transport unions. As they were saying, if you give a free transport for women, our business will go down. So there was a strike of various transport unions also. So these are challenges that any government would face, but as far as guarantees are concerned, they are implementing it. And they are also promoting the same in the pole-bound states like Telangana, which is a neighboring state. Now that really disturbs BRS, and they start attacking, they start saying there is no electricity in Karnataka. It is not the case. We do have electricity out here. Otherwise, these lights or this TV also does not run without electricity. I would not have been able to stream also. And also they highlighted the liquor scam. Let's see what they had to say. Dismissing accusations from the BRS that Congress had not fulfilled promises in Karnataka, Khadge launched a counter-attack labeling the KCR-led BRS government in Telangana as Bhrasht Rashtriya Samiti. So all of them are changing the names of their oppositions. So on one hand we have BRS calling them as Scamgris. On the other hand, they are calling them Bhrasht Rashtra Samiti. He pointed to reports including CAG report highlighting corruption within the government. Kharge claimed that the shift from Telangana Rashtriya Samiti to Bharat Rashtriya Samiti was indicative of an expansion of corruption beyond Telangana. That's especially citing the liquor scam in Delhi. He emphasized, now that's a very nice way to correlate things. He's doing the right thing as a politician. He's linking it very smartly, and that's how politics. That's the beauty of politics. That's what I mostly enjoy. The way, if there is a smart politician, you have Narendra Modi. Now, even I'm liking this gentleman also. So, Mr. Kharge, again his last name is Kharge, right? So, Priyank Kharge. So, the way he is actually, bringing two things together now. He says BRS wants to expand the corruption across the nation, and starting with Delhi and Delhi liquor scam, because Kavita's name was involved. And who is Kavita? Kavita is the daughter of the Chief Minister of Telangana, and her name was involved in the liquor scam. That is what he has brought together. He emphasized that the Congress would restore the funds allegedly taken from people of Telangana, automatically fulfilling the 6 guarantees. Responding to the allegations that the Congress had not delivered on its promises in Karnataka, Kharge invited BRS leaders to personally verify the implementation of 5 guarantees. Yes, he will have the guts to do so because they have implemented. So that is what, this is the role model, they are citing it everywhere, and they have the right to do so. They are very right in doing so. Now, responding to the allegations that the Congress had not delivered its promises, alright, so he invited, offering to arrange a bus for their visit. He expressed unwavering confidence in winning the upcoming election polls in Telangana. Regarding IT raids on Congress leaders in Telangana, Kharge dismissed them as politically motivated and part of the standard operating procedures, SOPs to intimidate the BJP opposition. He alleged that the BJP operated at the behest of BRS, and Tesla is likely to set up a unit in India. So will that be a challenge? Because if Tesla comes in, will it actually pose a threat to the existing, they are into manufacturing of electronic vehicles as well, especially cars. So will he launch his electronic vehicle? So let's see what is the amount. They also plan to buy auto parts from India worth rupees 15 billion. The company is considering making some batteries in India to reduce costs. It may be recalled that in June, Tesla CEO Elon Musk said that the firm intends to make a significant investment in India, and he plans to visit in 2024. Last week, Union Minister Piyush Goyal visited the Tesla factory in Vermont, where the elected representative was scheduled to meet Elon Musk. However, the meeting couldn't happen due to Musk's health, but the billionaire promised to meet the minister soon. Goyal met the top leadership from India, including researchers and engineers at the Tesla factory. So that is what we have, and I believe, I did not go to the comment section, no? Oh yeah, and people, if you are new, we have comments here. So Raz Creation is here, Naveen Kota, havala and FEMA serious cases. Peddaraju Vishal says, Telangana state elections budget for every party is one of the highest in terms of spending the money in advertisements, conducting rallies and distribution of money during the last day. This all credit. Okay, so he says it is all the parties have invested heavily. So on last day, will they be distributing money? Deepak, let's go to Telangana. Deepak is nodding, yes, let's go. So last day we will also, where is this money being distributed? Let's take that money. But we don't have a vote, neither you nor me. Okay. So moving on, I would not sell my vote at any cost. All credit goes to KCR, and Pedaraju Vishal also says no one knows till now how much money has been sent to gather people for getting them to meetings. I think there was a cost also, somebody used to tell me there is a biryani that you will be fed. Some people, they take liquor, and also I think 500 or 300 rupees, something of that sort happens behind the scene. If Election Commission has to take charge on the BRS party ads or Congress party, firstly they need to be looking into cash flow, liquor flow, and free gifts are being distributed in many rural areas. Like, share and subscribe. Yes, people, if you are new to our channel, please do hit the subscribe button. We need that support. I urge you to please extend that support. Hit that like, share and subscribe button, please. So thanks Immonical Gaming for reminding me of that. And Kirti Azad se chehre par धूल थी और मैं आईना साफ करता रहा. Yeah, I'm not in sync with what Kirti Azad says, although he was a great cricketer, he was really good. So, and so, chehre par dhool thi maina. So that's a nice way of putting it across, Naveen. And he also says, how many MP seats Congress can win in 2024? Is the question. I cannot speculate that. That's another interesting question. And he further says, Karnataka leaders talking about corruption is the biggest joke. When Congress party president said it's absolutely true, if Delhi liquor scam doesn't come into picture, till now BRS might move to many other states to set up their government. Yes, yes, that can happen. And this scam also, the way it is being dealt with, I see two leaders of Aam Aadmi Party are behind bars. They have been taken into custody. But what about the other accused? The people who they have named, Kavita being one of them, the director of another, I think, biotech company. So they have also been named. Why are they not being taken into custody? Why they were allowed to campaign? Why they were allowed to participate in the elections? If you have been accused of something, a scam, that too, why that liberty was given and why they were, called after 2 months or 3 months or 6 months? Why was this done? Is that not partiality? Point to ponder, people. So, moving on to the other newspapers' headlines. Ramarao claims SCB GHMC merger only solution to the woes. KTR slams Center for Secunderabad land. So they wanted land in the 100 acres in Secunderabad to develop the roads, which they were not given by the center. And Congress is a symbol of nepotism, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi. 10-day trapped men, day 10. Trapped men come on camera and get warm food. IT raids Congress candidates over 8 crores transaction. Congress pledges caste and transaction. It's a transaction that has happened. If they really wanted to hide this transaction, they had the means and ways, they could have resorted. They did a online transaction. So it's okay. They wanted to, I'm not sure if they would find anything fishy. There might be a mistake in the way they have, transferred money, and it's not easy, people. I'm telling you, it's very difficult. They make it so difficult and people commit mistakes and then they accuse them. It can happen. I'm being overcautious in this case again. Congress pledges caste census 10 lakh jobs and slew of SOPs in Rajasthan. They might win, if public believes what they are offering, and if they actually, somehow they make sure that, people are, because these schemes are really lucrative. BRS, BJP, Congress make promises from TSPSC recruitments to annual calendar to woo the youth. 30% votes. Party roll out red carpet for young voters. And the total is young blood is 3.14 crores. Age group 7 lakhs. So 18 to 19 and 19 to 35. So that's a bifurcation that has been given. So 18 to 19, 7 lakhs, 19 to 35, 75 lakhs. So that is the number of youth. So even if you are 30, Deepak is a youth, Yuva. All right. So a lot of promises there being done. But what is BRS promising? I'm surprised, when it comes to filling these positions. How can BRS promise anything in this regard? Because they failed to keep their promise. This is a negative point of theirs. They should not be, or they should avoid taking this up, be it the Kaleshwaram project or be it the, as a political party, they should not be discussing this at all, because this will further add to their list of negative, where they went negative. All right, but they have their own stands, they have their own, think tanks. ED, no, again, ED is in every newspaper, and I like it. ED notice to Byju's for 9 crores fraud. So what is this fraud? On Thursday said educating authority under the foreign exchange management. This is a challenge. Foreign exchange management is a troublemaking thing. Government needs, as a common man, I urge the central government to actually lay down the norms or make it little bit easier, sir. Please, please, I request the government to actually ease out. If at all there is any international transaction, how it is to be regulated, it is, common man cannot, it's very disturbing. And let's say what happened out here in case of Byju, showcase notices to EdTech major Byju's promoter Byju Ravindran and his Bangalore based Think and Learn Private Limited for contravention of Forex law to the tune of 9,362.35 crore. The notices were issued on the basis of complaint filed by the ED under FEMA for violation of foreign exchange law, the agency said. Again, FEMA is in action. I'm not convinced by this. I'm not convinced by this at all, people. Whatever anybody has to say, people would not do this fraud, if it comes out so easy. A fraud is conducted. I've been a part of the fraud prevention team with corporates. So fraudster will plan everything. Fraudster will not leave, you will not even get to know. You will not be able to trace it. If the way havala is done, how many people have you seen, actually doing havala? It is a different world altogether. You don't see people getting caught in havala, very few of them, very rarely it happens. They do it in a very, very organized manner. And these people, it is Byju's end of the day. They are minting money. Why would they indulge in a forex fraud? I don't get this. There might be a mistake that might have happened, the channels that they might have used, owing to the challenges that are posed. This system needs to be corrected rather than, holding people responsible for, under the FEMA. It is better to correct your system. The system is flawed and then you utilize that. It's like, you create, you have created an outer ring road. You have set a speed limit of 120 kilometers per hour. Agreed? And one can drive at a speed of 150 also on outer ring road. But all of a sudden, you see the limit is 120 and you are driving at 110. All of a sudden the speed limit drops to 60 and then you place 2 cameras out there. You are driving at the speed of 110, suddenly the speed limit is reduced to 60 and then you are, that's what I think is being happened. You are actually making them make a mistake and then you are penalizing them. I'm challenging the, FEMA for this. I will research on this. I will find a solution to this and I will take it up in this forum. I promise all of you. It will take time for me, but I will not leave any stone unturned when it comes to FEMA. Because I'm not in sync, I'm facing challenges, I will take them on. So Karnataka, Naveen Kota says, Karnataka leaders talking about corruption is the biggest joke. What Congress party president said is absolutely true. All right, we have Srilata Nara. Good morning, excellent channel. Thank you so much, Srilata, for the acknowledgement yet again. And thank you so much for being a regular viewer. And I can see Naveen Kota is one of them. I can see Monocle Gaming, Pidda Raju Vishal again coming in, pitching in with his comments. So really interesting, you guys have become like family to me. Without you, what would I do? And I request you all to please share our stream with, share our channel with your friends and family members. And, we need to grow and we need your support doing that, in doing that. So with that note, people, on that note, I would like to call it a day, and it's time already. We are at 8:41, and this is Vijay Rana signing off. I'll get back to you tomorrow, and till then, stay safe and Jai Hind.